Good morning, you wonderful people. And I've woken up in a bit of a panic because I have a call starting in approximately 5 minutes and I've only just woken up. So I really quickly jump up. It is a public holiday here on a Monday in the UK, but sadly I'm working on a big deal that's closing tomorrow. And so I've got to get to work for just a little bit. So yeah, I log on, join a call and send out a few emails first thing this morning. And in case you are wondering, over the last couple of months, basically we've been negotiating all these documents and getting them in agreed form, and we've had them signed already. So our call this morning is just to run through how everything is going to work tomorrow, because closing is where all of those documents basically get released into the world and we say, yeah, everything is good, we're happy, this deal is done. Alrighty, so, time to get up. I finished the work for the morning, hopefully, and yeah, let's enjoy the day. But I should say, I mean, it's been a crazily busy last couple of weeks. Like, I've been working insanely hard the last week. Bethany has also been working extremely hard, and frankly, the place is an absolute tip. So, to give you a little tour, I mean, all of my stuff is all over the place. I've worn many shirts. Those are not clean. Beth has just got back from being away. I mean, frankly, it's a disgrace. It's a disgrace. But the good news is, you know, we're not worried about it. And I think genuinely, you know, it may look like a lot of the time our videos, you know, looking beautiful, the house is in order, everything, we have everything together. I think the reality is, like, when things are really busy, we've had to just let go of having everything in order and being tidy. And frankly, this weekend, we've just had a really nice time, enjoying time with family. Went over for a lovely family barbecue yesterday, lots of walks with Winston and, you know, having nice breakfast, just really treating ourselves to recover at the end of a long couple of weeks and not panicking too much about the fact, you know, frankly, have a look at the washing pile. Yeah, that's not a good situation. But hey, alas, we'll get over it. So since I made my last video when I was working insanely hard about feeling really overwhelmed, I've really been trying to focus on minimums, on setting these core things that I kind of want to do and making sure they're non-negotiables in my life, and then letting work when I am insanely busy take up all of the rest of my time and not feeling stressed about the fact I'm not doing other things. And for me, and I would recommend that you actually actively either write them down or think about now, what are your minimums? What are the things you actually need to make sure you're looking after, even when you're insanely busy? So for me, they are: number one, sleep. I cannot function really on less than like 6.5 hours sleep. And if I do get less than that, I have to make sure I really prioritize sleep the next night. So that is my biggest kind of focus when I am insanely busy, is making sure I get that sleep. Second is exercise and making sure I'm getting out for the day at some point, just to get outside and do even 10-15 minutes of light exercise, a walk. My third minimum is food, making sure that, you know, at the start of the week, I'm buying in some healthy, even if they're ready meals, but some relatively healthy ready meals, so that, you know, cooking and making nice healthy food is not a stress during the week. My final minimum is making sure that I'm seeing, or at least calling, Beth and my family and staying in touch with them, because again, this just massively improves my mood. So yeah, those are my 4 minimums I absolutely stick to even when I'm crazily busy. But something that I do like to do when I have a little more time on my hands is learn using Skillshare, today's sponsor. Skillshare taught me how to edit my videos when I was first starting out on YouTube with their amazing classes on Final Cut Pro, as well as their online learning community to help answer my questions. One of the best courses I've taken recently was Thomas Frank's course, Productivity for Creatives. It's massively helped me up the quality of my videos, I think, and be more consistent where I previously had struggled to post regularly. So yeah, as part of investing in myself, I often dedicate time to learning new things on Skillshare, whether that be editing sweet Instapics or living more sustainably. Skillshare has enabled me to connect with fellow creatives and motivated me to never stop learning. The first 1,000 people to use the link in my description will get a free trial of Skillshare Premium membership, and after that, it's really affordable at just $10 a month. Plus, very excitingly, I now have my own Skillshare course all about how I use Trello to stay in control of all of the stuff I have going on in my life. So now that our room is looking a little bit less of a bomb site, we go and give our pals Nat and Chania a quick call and make plans to meet up with them this afternoon over on Hampstead Heath, given the weather is so flipping beautiful. We then get changed and ready for the day and head upstairs.
What's the outfit of the day going to be, Liam? The weather is very
glorious
nice.
Weather. Shorts are definitely coming out.
Hold on, which shorts?
These ones, I've seen better days.
Liam, you cannot wear those. Look at the hole in
I mean,
those
for those
shorts.
of you who have seen the How Much Do Lawyers Earn, trainee lawyers earn video, well, clearly not enough to buy myself some new shorts.
That is pure laziness.
Yeah, that, my friend, is minimalism. So, there are 2 new things coming out today. Number 1, you may have noticed, Miss Bethany Baxter has new hair. It's because the sun has come out here in the UK, and in a day she's miraculously gone very, very blonde.
It's a miracle. Number 2, the new smoothie maker. I had a slight disaster with the first one, and I broke it in the process, so that was good.
Fingers crossed for this not going all over the wall this time.
Really good.
Give it a try.
Cheers.
Cheers. Oh, I think it's good.
It's good. That's good. It looks cute. Cute.
Well, after a fair bit of faffing from me, and finally finding a mask, we're on our way.
Woohoo!
Vamos. It is absolutely glorious. Look at this blonde bombshell. Out in the open.
In the sun. My
Loving
natural
it.
habitat.
I mean, I personally wanted ice cream for lunch. Apparently that's not allowed. So Beth's standing in the queue over there. So, having had our delicious arancini balls, we're now just sat in Greenwich Park having a nice little chill out, and it's been so nice not to have to work this weekend. I worked pretty much all weekend last weekend and quite a bit the weekend before. And one thing I think, I've really struggled with since starting this job is like this idea of, do I have work-life balance? And feeling like when I don't get a chance to relax for a couple of weekends, that means I don't. But actually, I think the reality is, what I've come to realise is balance doesn't mean being able to, have a tiny bit of relaxation time every single day and having a little bit of time to do exercise, a little bit of time to do work. These things come and go and come in ebbs and flows, at least in my job. And balance for me means, thinking of it, and this is like an image I've built up in my head of like an accordion, where I have my minimums in the middle, which are like the things, the non-negotiables that I don't allow myself like not to do, or even when I'm crazily busy at work. And outside of that, I just allow like all the stuff I enjoy doing, spending time with Beth right now, or, going to Greenwich Market, chilling out, watching TV. Those things like fill up the rest of my time when I'm not as busy. And, this weekend, allowing myself to really enjoy those times. I think the point is just, don't feel like when you have busy times and you're working insanely hard, you should stop working insanely hard just because, that means you have more balance. Sometimes you've just got to push through. Sometimes the best thing for us is just to work really hard. That's what we need to do. But at other times when having a wild old time, at other times when you have a little bit more time around work, make the most of that and don't feel guilty for doing that. So we've met up with our pals, and a common theme, this is Mr. Truman, you may recognise him. A common theme from whenever I am anywhere with Mr. Truman is he will always be at least 5 paces in front of you. He's always powering on. Here are the gals, Chania and Beth. And Nat, I'm not gonna lie, we just climbed what feels like a pretty significant peak.
We're going to the Flask, which apparently
What's
is Matt Smith's favourite pub in Highgate.
Matt Smith, fill me in. Who's he?
As in Doctor Who.
Oh, that is Doctor Who, yeah, got you. Yeah, as in the guy who was in The Crown.
And the Crown, yeah.
Got him.
Prince,
Love it.
She just wanted it to feature that last shot.
Whoa, yeah. In London, best city in the world. Highgate, the best suburb of London you can possibly live in.
Nat's had 1.5 beers. He's drunk. We're now at Nat and Chania's, and we're living the high life. Dinner currently being cooked for us. Well, Beth.
Look at these chips.
Looking at a good food magazine. Oh, that didn't sound good. What you need to do is get yourself a friend who treats you like Nathaniel treats me. I mean,
could you be any
we've got
happier
fried
right
tofu, we've got bruschetta, my absolute favourite. I'm also drunk. We've got an ottolenghi salad and halloumi. I mean,
and great company.
and great and una burrata italiana. Beautiful.
Let's eat.
Oh, the camera.
Let's eat.
Thanks,
Let's
guys.
finish. Thank you, guys.
Let's eat.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, pal.
Cheers. Oh, that's busy. Thank you.
Yes.
Best dinner ever. So, good evening. It is 11:20. We just got back and had a really, really lovely afternoon. And, you know, I think we're both going to go and get to bed and get a good night's sleep pretty soon. It has been a long week last week, a lovely weekend relaxing, but another week of work this week. So I'm really, as I've said all throughout this video, really just trying to make sure that, you know, I'm prioritizing the things that matter for me. And that is, you know, having spent time with family this weekend and getting, frankly, another 7 to 8 hours sleep tonight, because I need it in order to be slightly less moody than I was at small parts today with Beth. And as she would vouch, but she's very blurry right now. And yeah, go and chill out, watch a little bit of Jane the Virgin and sleep. It's good night from me, and it's good night from Beth.
Good night.
See you soon.